Ah! What?
Why would you do that to me?
What?
That was right in my ears.
Oh, I forgot you put those things in. Sorry.
Yeah, my in-ear monitors.
Ah!
Hey,
Okay.
No.
All right.
No more of this.
All right.
I will tolerate no further.
Okay, Dad. All right.
Oh.
What? That was it. I'm done.
Too loud in my ear. It hurts my ears. It's a physical sensation I get. God. Now I don't feel safe.
Stay on your toes.
Do you have a favorite Mission Impossible movie?
I haven't seen the more recent ones. The third one's great.
The third one's my favorite.
Yeah, because the second one's too orange.
The second one's way too orange and way too like late 90s.
Well,
like it's way too 90s sequel with that hair.
It's John Woo.
It's John Woo.
It's John Woo.
It was John Woo.
Yeah, and the whole thing with
but the first one looks like a potato
weapon. The first one looks like dog shit.
Yeah, the second one was the injections, right? With that the woman of color.
She was in Westworld. She was really good.
Yeah, yeah, she's in a lot of stuff. Didn't she play Terrence Howard's wife in Crash?
Oh, the one who was assaulted by the police officer? Might have. Ooh.
And then a bitch about it.
What? She was assaulted by a police
No,
officer.
but she was like mean to her husband about it.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying not to get shot by Matt Dillon.
Yeah, that was a lot going on.
Oh, God.
I need to look up Crash now. Thanks for putting that in my ear.
Guys, welcome back to Jacob V Weekly. We want to start like we do every week by reminding you to check out Caddyshack of Hamel, Illinois. CATTYSHACKIL.org. We're back in the saddle. Blinded by Stereo's got some gigs coming up. Keep up with them. I think June 20th has been announced at the Heavy Anchor. I believe that's when that is. Instagram flyers go up there first. Kits Row, we got a couple gigs coming up. May 9th, I think June 27th. I think a thing from May 8th got moved to September. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. I mean, it's just been a crazy couple of weeks. Since last time we recorded, we've had Easter. I was on spring break for a week with my beautiful infant. And
she's still an infant as she's walking and ordering
she's
people
walking
to do
and
stuff.
talking, and she smokes Camels. And she's
unfiltered, wide.
It's exactly her great-great-grandfather, Sylvester, who built the arch. He smoked unfiltered Camels. So that's where she gets it from. We're kind of at war with Iran. You may have heard at the top of the show.
Kind of.
Clay had not seen the Lego AI videos from Iran telling apparently the truth about their experience in the war so far.
Incredible.
We're supposed to be in a ceasefire. Israel doesn't want to be in a ceasefire. Because here's the thing I learned. That a certain prime minister could resume being tried for corruption and other war crimes if his administration is not in an active conflict. And I'm not talking about our prime minister because we don't have one of those. So, I'm just raising that up in prayer that we get everybody home safe and gas gets back down. It's been a really crazy couple of weeks. Pan Bondi's been fired.
Yeah, good.
That's for the best. That took longer than I thought.
Well, Pam Bondi and Kristen Noem.
Christy Noem. Yeah.
And
Byron.
Yeah. Christian Noem.
No, Byron.
I know. I'm just being goofy.
Poor Byron.
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 That's right. That's immediately where my
Beans,
head went.
rice, cheese, and rice, and Byron. With ballooning. Looning, they call it.
Baby, take me to dinner. You talking about the boobs?
Yeah, the
You
tits.
talking about the big old bazinga bombas?
And you know what?
Man.
It could have been so much worse.
Here's my thing, is I think there's so much going on now that when I saw that, I wasn't upset or surprised. I was just kind of like, well, that's another distraction. Hey, listen, we'll promote you back to something important if you make your husband wear big old balloon tits.
You think that was it?
I don't know.
I don't think she knew about it.
I feel like anytime I say anything now that is some sort of just like speculative bullshit. It's just like it sounds like it's a possibility because everything's crazy.
Now, you're not diabetic.
No, not that I know of.
Because I am.
Everyone else is.
Because that's kind of the main disqualifier for selective service. If they do a draft, they don't want me. Because I think they just feed them corn syrup in those pouches.
Uh-huh.
So, but you would have to go.
Yeah. Well, they did say that they raised the enlistment age, but the draft age still stops at 25.
Is it 25?
It's 25.
I thought it was 35.
No, the draft age, unless I'm missing recent data, is 18 to 25. You're automatically signed up for the draft. Enlistment age was capped, I think, at 35, and now it's been raised to 43, I think, which is insane. Because who's 43 and really wants to go be in that?
For the first time.
For the first time.
Especially.
Yeah. But I kind of feel that just sounds like a horrible deal. That's a whole thing. I mean, there's probably
Pam
some...
Bondi was supposed to answer questions under oath about the Epstein files next week, but now she's not showing up, and the reason, it's almost too convenient to believe. Because the House Oversight Committee subpoenaed Bondi last month on a bipartisan vote, 5 Republicans joining every Democrat to compel her testimony over how the DOJ botched the Epstein file release. The delays, the redactions, the exposed victim identities, all of it. But now the Trump DOJ says that Bondi doesn't have to appear because she was subpoenaed as Attorney General, and since Trump fired her, the subpoena is dead. So they're literally asking Congress to confirm it's been withdrawn. But also, Congress isn't buying it. Republican Nancy Mace, who forced the subpoena vote, said that it was issued to Bondi by name, not by title, and so it still stands. Democrat Robert Garcia says that if she...
So this is a big part of the thing.
Wait, so you're saying that because she was subpoenaed as Attorney General Pam Bondi and not just as Pam Bondi, that she might be out of it?
I realized this today.
Go ahead.
I was thinking about this today. I think I've been suspecting it. People looking in from the outside on these offices, we presume that these people know better than to set themselves up for frustration. But a lot of the things we've seen, especially in the last few weeks, involve, I think, unexpected consequences of their actions. I don't think Donald Trump really understood the context and the gravity of the Strait of Hormuz before initiating the conflict with Iran. Because I maybe don't think he would have done it the same way.
He probably thought that the Strait of Hormuz was some sort of appetizer.
Yeah, he thought it was a flight of shrimp cocktails.
Is that the thing with all the pita bread?
Strait of Hormuz. What is that? The thing with the baked goat cheese? Oh, I love the goat cheese. I love a little goat.
Yes.
Little goat cheese.
We could drag that out all day.
I'll do the whole episode like that.
It's
but
just
now,
the whole thing is that...
This is exactly what I said. Remember that time they passed the law about the Epstein files said they had to come out, and Trump went ahead and he didn't veto it. He signed it right away. It's because he already knew that he had 10 layers of bullshit everyone was going to have to get through if they were ever going to get close to those files.
Right.
This is yet another layer of that
Plus
bullshit.
all the stuff that they're not even talking about yet.
All of Pam Bondi's behavior, including including trying to get out of a subpoena about her time
The
as
Dow
Attorney
is at
General.
50,000.
But it's not anymore.
Yeah.
It was at 50,000 that day when she said that.
Right.
And gas is high.
And gas is high.
My Palantir's up, though.
Nebraska's on fire. Hawaii's underwater.
Nebraska's on fire.
Nebraska's on fire.
Right now?
All of it.
What?
All of it.
Nebraska?
I think it was like...
They're doing that on purpose to
think-
drive the cost of beef up.
Well, it was like over 300,000 acres of grazing grounds for cattle. Which all of that's already expensive anyway. Do you hear about the satellite that they're just shutting down the mission and letting the satellite crash into the atmosphere and burn up?
That's common.
It's a satellite that was recording data for carbon emissions.
Yeah. And they don't give a fuck. They said, we don't need that anymore.
Well, no, it was just like, this data's bad, kill it. And they literally just were like, okay. And agricultural gain, which there is none lately. So that's a thing.
So they would have killed it because the data was bad.
Yeah, it was like, oh, I don't like what it's saying, kill it.
But there's a lot of space junk that when we decommission it and take it offline, it slowly falls into the atmosphere and burns up. It's really the most humane.
Yes, but how much does one of these satellites cost to build?
Billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars.
But the energy costs Because they're acting like we don't have electromagnetic anti-gravitic systems that we've reverse engineered from the aliens. So we have to burn rocket fuel to get up and down, and it's too crazy. It's too energy intensive.
Do you think that people actually went to the moon, or do you think that they were escaping on those slide pods?
I'm starting to think that everything about the experience of going to the moon was fake, but that maybe we went. I think the footage is probably fake. I also think the technology that they told us they used is not the technology they used because it doesn't make any sense.
Do you think they were just putting up the ArcNet like an MIB3?
No.
Okay.
No, I think they used reverse engineered non-human technology to get there, but they didn't want anyone to know how they got there, so they acted like they used traditional propulsion.
With the satellites.
But that's why no one else has been there.
Do the satellites just get powered by solar?
I think that's what the wings often are.
That would make sense, right?
Yeah, that's because they're up there already. They have a straight shot. They can get solar all day.
Here's my thing. Why don't we have more solar?
I've missed you.
Have you seen... Thank you. I missed you, too. Have you seen the parking lots in Arizona and southwestern states that have... shade covering for the cars so they don't get too hot, but also solar panels on top? Can you imagine if we had more parking lots that had solar
panels?
It looks like
the overhang for like a gas station, like where but it's all solar and you park underneath them. I don't know why gas stations aren't doing solar.
I don't know why we don't have those in every fucking parking lot.
There's two problems.
Bird shit.
If you make solar panels the legal way in America, it's very expensive. If you import solar panels from China, it's a lot more cost effective, but it's really bad for the environment because they don't give a fuck about anything over there. They'll just make them however they want to make them. And then the shipping and everything kind of negates the purpose.
But it's more like ecologically friendly power
than
coal.
Here's the thing, too. Even if it's not necessarily... If it's just about saving money, it doesn't always make sense. But it also creates independence from the power grid.
Yeah.
You're consuming less and less and less all the time. So if they say, "Oh, we have to ration everyone's power,"
but also then they're putting data centers fucking everywhere that are completely fucking up the electrical grid.
I think the data center should be offshore or in space.
Offshore makes fucking sense.
I don't know why the data centers aren't offshore because this was a big problem.
I don't know, but no. Here's the thing. Now, why don't they do more for the solar situation to compensate for the energy demand of data centers since they're so fucking horrible anyway? And also, why is it ruining the water? Why can't they just keep using the same water, recycling it over and over and over again for the data centers instead of releasing it into the fucking system?
Especially because it doesn't matter if the water they put into the data centers is clean.
Exactly.
Because it's for cooling, it's not for
Unless
drinking.
it gets like so full of like sediment and gunk that it eventually becomes like less viscous or something weird, right?
Yeah, we should get somebody on the show that knows.
Did you know that collecting data through these servers makes thick water?
It makes the water thick, folks.
It makes the water thick, man.
Have you noticed that your water is thick?
Hi, my name's Clay Wiedemchek, and I'm here to talk to you about your thick water.
Let's go Tiger Woods.
Speaking of water, I had my interview this week with the plumbing union.
Oh, really?
On Tuesday. It seemed like it went well. I might be getting into the local 562, which does a lot of the union plumbing on commercial levels in all of eastern Missouri.
Really? Mm-hmm.
Plumbing.
I always think Kevin is an electrician.
No, he's a plumber. And guess what? One of the guys I interviewed with has worked with Kevin for 8 years. So he knows him. So I know a guy who knows a guy.
What does that have to do with anything?
It might give me a leg up. It might give me a better chance.
Oh, the guy that was interviewing you.
The guy one of the two people that I interviewed with, the people who interviewed me, has a history with my union connection. Yes. So that would be neat. But we'll see how that goes. But either way, give it a couple years, and I might be able to tell you with more of a formal education about why your water's getting thick.
Because of the data centers?
Because of the data centers. Yeah.
I don't think
it makes your water thick.
Here's my thing: is I was about to say I don't think a lot about water thickness, but maybe I should be.
We're not worried about what?
Water thickness.
Do you drink a lot of water?
None.
I didn't think so.
None.
Yeah, you drink a lot of Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, ice, though.
Diet Coke. Oh, you get the ice, though. Yeah, so your ice machines are going to be making dirty, thick ice.
Because of the data center?
Because of the dirty, thick water.
This can't be allowed.
It's a thing. And you know how much water I drink in a day? I drink like at least a gallon of water a day. Tap. Unfiltered tap water.
And breaking news now at 7, golf legend Tiger Woods arrested on suspicion of DUI.
What year is it?
And breaking news now at 7, golf legend Tiger Woods arrested on suspicion of DUI after a car crashed north of West Palm Beach on Jupiter Island. And tonight, Woods is at the Martin County Jail. The sheriff's office says he was not hurt. CBS News' Miami's Lauren Pastrana is in the newsroom following the latest developments in this story. Lauren.
Jim, the sheriff says Tiger Woods, who's 50, showed signs of impairment when DUI investigators got to the scene. Now, we have video of exactly
what the
crash looked like around 2 this afternoon. That's his Range Rover on its side on Jupiter Island on Beach Road near his home. According to authorities, Woods clipped a pickup truck trailer, causing his vehicle to roll over.
Yes.
The driver of the truck was not injured.
The memes from this are fantastic.
At the Martin County Jail, and even on scene, we really weren't suspicious of alcohol being involved in this case, and that proved to be true at the jail. So Mr. Woods did a breathalyzer test, blew triple zeros, but when it came time for us to ask for a urinalysis test, he refused, and so he's been charged with DUI with proper...
He did learn his lesson.
Well,
he had no alcohol at all.
But if you blow, you can go.
Yeah.
But if you don't piss, you stuck in this. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly
the
what I
thing.
was gonna
That's
say.
the thing.
I was
I'm
gonna
gonna get his face and I'm gonna get that on his shirt.
Yeah. It's got to be two-sided because on the front it says, if you blow, you can go. Mm-hmm. But on the back it says, but if you don't piss, you're stuck in this.
You stuck in
You
this.
stuck in this,
and,
Tiger.
And then it's him.
Cobble-collation.
And then it's him going, because he's defeated. He's upset about it. Do you see that picture of him? And he's got like a little shitty medical blanket on his head, and he's in the back of the police car, and he's like, someone turned that into like a Mother Teresa thing. I think it was Meth Syndicate, or what used to be Meth Syndicate. They have a different name now. But
shout out to Meth Syndicate.
I have several of their shirts. They make fun shirts.
He looks like E.T.
He does look like sick E.T. Poor guy.
I mean,
he did some stuff, but at the same time, at some point you got to give up one of the two: driving or drinking.
Here's what I found out, because he wasn't drinking; he was high on pills.
Oh,
and swerving in the Escalade,
but
baby.
yet still driving under the influence. So
absolutely,
yeah.
But here's the thing: he says he doesn't want a driver because he wants his privacy.
I'm pretty sure that you can pay for a driving service that leaves you the fuck alone.
Well, that's the thing. He feels like he's too famous. He doesn't feel like he could carry on and have his affairs with a driver. He feels like a driver will tell TMZ that he's
not if you pay and the driver will and take care of them.
But maybe
there are loyal drivers.
Maybe Tiger Woods doesn't trust himself to treat people well.
He needs one of those late 90s like rapper drivers that like didn't give a fuck and were all about it.
And they'll do a nickel for not snitching.
Yeah. Where did those go?
I think a lot of them got shot.
Oh, shit.
A lot of them got shot.
Shit. Well,
which I'm not for.
No.
I don't want people's children to be shot. Sorry, call me old fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
Where were we?
Damn. Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a question.
Yes, sir.
And you can cut this later if you want to. But does hating Israel for being a big part of all this make me more anti-Semitic?
No.
Okay.
No, because here's the problem. Here is really the problem. I'm so glad you asked me this.
Well, no, I know there are people of Jewish faith all over the world. Different nationalities, different backgrounds,
but
things like that.
there have been people of Jewish faith for thousands of years.
Right.
Israel has not even existed for 100 years.
Really?
Israel was founded in 1947, the same year as the National Security Act, in which we started the CIA and the NSA and 18 alphabet agencies.
Well, forgive my ignorance, but what was there before?
Palestine.
Oh, word.
And Persia, which is Iran.
Wait, so you're saying that they were there first?
Well, I mean, no, they were there then. But it's all, I mean, that's the thing, is the government of Israel wants you to think that they represent the entire Jewish diaspora throughout the globe in history.
Hey, hold on now. Hold on. You're throwing a lot of big words at me. And because I don't understand them, I'm going to take it as disrespect.
Yeah. You're right.
Watch your mouth.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Okay.
The original Jews...
Wait, what's a diaspora?
That means the collection of people that exist as that group, but out abroad.
A word.
All of my friends out there is my diaspora. So the original Hebrew people spread out in 12 different directions and ended up as part of culture in all different places all over the globe.
I didn't even know there were 12 directions.
Yeah. There were originally 12 tribes, and only 2 of them actually returned to Israel later.
So those are the ones that we need to kill.
No, we don't need to kill any of them.
I'm kidding.
We just need to quit giving them missiles for them to do whatever they want with.
All the money that goes to Israel,
because it's, it should all go into their Iron Dome and their defensive measures. None of it should be used for them to carry out imperialist campaigns. But Netanyahu himself has identified publicly that he's more of an agnostic, and he thinks a loyalty to Israel is a perfectly acceptable supplement to a more traditional Jewish faith. So he certainly doesn't represent any Jewish people we know. He doesn't even believe in the same religion they do, according to him. And then also the deals that we could make with Iran in this case, for example, could be really good for everybody but Israel. Israel doesn't want that. Israel wants a destabilized Iran because they want to be able to pick and choose and pick up land and grow their space.
So what did that have to do with completely flattening Rafah?
Which one's Rafah?
It was like in the southern part of the Gaza Strip. It has been around for like 3,500 years.
They want to completely cleanse and level all of Gaza and turn it into a resort.
Word. Got that.
Which I'm not for.
Do you think that if Hitler was alive long enough, he would have made resorts out of certain lands?
No, his thing was what they call Lebensraum, I think. It's a German term, something like that, that means basically living space, but more importantly, agricultural space. The only reason Hitler wanted to expand the land that they owned was because he wanted them to be completely independent, which is really, really hard in the middle of a continent, surrounded by dozens of other countries. But he mostly wanted that land for agriculture so that Germany never had to import food. So Israel is doing a very similar thing. Israel wants more control over more of the things. If it was up to Israel, Israel would be in complete control of the Strait of Hormuz. Israel wants to be in control of the region. And so if it's not dominating an entire space that used to be another country or nation or whatever, then they're at least influencing in a way where they're in complete control. Is what the government of Israel wants. I don't think they really have anything to do with people that share that faith as Jewish people. That's what Israel wants you to think. Israel wants you to think that they're speaking for all Jewish people, which is not even the case. It's a nation state that's not even 100 years old.
Are you saying that Israel is closer to 80 years old and thinks that they're entitled to all these things and is fucking up all the other shit because it doesn't serve them?
Yeah. And
so Israel is Donald Trump.
And even the
Hold on. There's a connection there.
Well, there's plenty of connections
80
there.
years old.
Yeah.
Shitty. Self-entitled. Thinks everything belongs to them. And wants to do away with all naysayers.
Yeah, and he's, definitely in their pocket. I think the...
and there's some orange stuff over there.
Yeah.
Some of the sand is orange.
Yeah. Not as orange as,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're making connections.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where you're going with all that, but
I'll be honest with you, I listened to half the stuff that you said because I was petting a cat.
And that's another thing. A lot of the modern problems with the Israeli government are not even about the Israeli government. They're really about Benjamin Netanyahu.
You talking about that rapper from the early 2000s?
No, that's Madisyahu.
Oh, word. Yep.
He's fine.
Figure that out.
Yeah. He's chilled out a lot. He was kind of a pain in the ass when he was first famous. Like, he wouldn't let people touch him and shit.
I think he also renounced his faith.
I don't think he's in the Hasidim like he once was. I think he's chilled out on a lot of that. A lot of people do that, especially when they're young and they're highly creative or passionate people, and the faith is giving them something.
He put his Hasidim in the backseatum.
Hasidim in the backseatum.
Did it?
If I could figure out how to spell that word, that would be the name of the episode.
Backseatum?
Backseatum.
Or Hasidim in the backseat. Hasidim in the
Chinooka.
backseat.
I don't know what Chinooka is, but happy Chinooka. Did you see that?
No.
Somebody paid Smokey Robinson to wish somebody happy Hanukkah on Cameo, and he didn't recognize the word with the C in it at the beginning, which is one of the optional spellings. And so he kept saying, happy Chinooka.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's funny. Wait, Smokey Robinson's still alive?
Oh, yeah.
Are you trying to pull it up? I don't know that I need to see it or hear it. Well, I kind of want to hear it. I got a good boy here. Oh, I'm getting him pets. He's getting pets. Yes, he is. Do you still pet these cats?
Oh, yeah, we cuddle.
Because I'll take them.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time. What do you mean you'll take them?
I don't know if I can take them. I can't have 4 cats in my house.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I need a bigger house first.
Smokey Robinson. We love Smokey. He wants a redo for mispronouncing Hanukkah. The Motown legend made the mistake in a personalized video to a fan on Cameo. Watch this.
They wanted me to wish you happy Chanukah.
Oh.
I have no idea what Chanukah is. But happy Chanukah because they said so. Anyway, God bless you, babe.
So here's what
Happy Chinook.
Let me explain. Jeff Jacobson requested the video for his mom to surprise her for Hanukkah. Then he tweeted out this video. Robinson, of course, replied, this is a great quote from Smokey. In the spirit of 2020, I'm going to need a do-over. Please DM me your mother's phone number so we can try this.
Chinooka.
That's amazing.
I
don't know what Chinooka is.
I don't know what Chinooka is, but I hope you have a good one.
Happy Chinooka.
Happy Chinooka.
Oh, man. When you get that old, sometimes I think you should just call it quitting time. Speaking of quitting time, I picked up some of this quitting time premium beer from Quick Trip on the way over.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
But not yet.
Also, I'll be honest, it's kind of shit. It's real watery.
You don't like it?
It's fine. But is it $10 for a 6-pack fine?
Oh, no. I thought it was supposed to be cheap.
I mean, it's cheaper than some things. It's cheaper than gas. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that loud?
You and me were talking about this.
I'm sorry.
Recall issued for chocolates containing potentially life-threatening amounts of Viagra.
Well, so I saw something recently about how there's like Hershey or Nestle or one of the larger chocolate companies been putting shit in their chocolate. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't look into it. I was busy. I was working. Maybe. I don't know. I like to look at things when I'm driving. And so sometimes I don't get the full article. But a lot of speed bumps lately too. It's been weird. But anyway, so they're putting Viagra in the chocolate? And also, how much is it per bar? And then also, what is a life-threatening amount? Who's eating so much chocolate that they're dying from boner pills? My question.
Well, that's the problem. Those drugs have a clear overdose limit.
Yeah?
Because you know Lamar Odom?
Yeah, because you know what you do?
Lamar Odom, who's married to Kourtney Kardashian?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he overdosed on. That time he overdosed and he was in a coma.
Mm-hmm.
Was boner pills.
Well, because some of them only function really as like a vasodilator. So it makes your vessels expand, increasing blood flow to certain areas, such as the pain, right? But when that happens, and why people can have like cardiac distress or heart attacks while they're taking those pills is because some of that gunk and cholesterol and shit pops loose, gets into smaller channels, creates a blockage, right? That's why when someone's taking ED medication and they have a cardiac event, if they're prescribed nitroglycerin, they shouldn't take it because that's also an extreme vasodilator.
Extreme.
And it can make their blood pressure tank. Because if you make the vessel bigger, the fluid inside seems smaller. We don't have to get too technical about it.
You're not a doctor.
I'm not. Never was. Never will be. Hell, all of my qualifications are now moot.
Where were we?
We're talking about Viagra and Hershey's.
We gotta listen to this. This one's crazy.
We're talking about that chocolate hard-on, possibly killing people. That's
changing the subject.
No, I want to talk more about it.
That are not human
let's
that
talk more
have
about it.
been discovered. And like even some of the briefings that aren't classified just need to be out in the public. I mean, I had someone come and brief me who was in a military uniform, worked for the United States Army, that was briefing me on the locations of hybrid breeding programs where captured aliens were breeding with humans to create some hybrid race that could engage in intergalactic communication. An actual uniformed member of the United States Army briefed me on that.
Well, why do you think that that's a necessary way to start intergalactic communication? You still got to teach that half alien baby how to speak.
I don't know how it's all supposed to work because it's not been declassified yet. It's just kind of been hinted to beyond the veil.
Was that Matt Gaetz?
That was Matt Gaetz.
Pushing hybrids?
He's pushing hybrids now. Now, here's the problem is at least half of everything that comes out about UFOs is misinformation.
I thought that the Nephilim were hybrids.
Well, yeah.
Is that not true?
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the same kind of hybrid.
Because back in the day, there were giant humanoids that were crossbred with humans and created Nephilims. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So that was a thing.
Right.
Yeah. So...
But that was before the flood.
Or Andre the Giant was a Nephilim.
Mm-hmm. Nephilim. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, you know, the alien stuff is getting crazy. It's getting upstaged a lot by either the Epstein files or the Iran war. The Iran war has really been dousing the Epstein files lately, but it's not really going anywhere except for, did you see Melania just went live yesterday to clarify that she didn't ever have a relationship with Epstein for no reason? No one's been talking about her at all. She has the worst timing when it comes to things.
I would just like to say...
Oh, did you not see it?
Me and Donald... No, it's just... I saw like a little snippet, and it's just... The way that she talks is... Hey, did you see the Melania movie?
No, I'm full of shit. I never went to see it.
I never knew you...
We had joked about going to see it, but I never went to see it.
I would never commit money to that.
Dimebag was an extremist.
Dimebag was an extremist.
I mean, okay, so here's what happened. Nobody asked for Melania to say anything. Nobody had thought about her in weeks. And then she comes out for no reason.
The lies linking me with the disgraceful Jeffrey Epstein need to end today. The individuals lying about me are devoid of ethical standards, humility, and respect.
Word.
I do not object to their ignorance, but rather I reject their mean-spirited attempts to defame my reputation.
So this goes on for 6 minutes.
I forgot that she had a good reputation.
Right.
Right.
And it's just weird because now we all want to know why she said that. And so it's like she's trying to get ahead of something we're going to learn soon, but we don't know what that is yet.
We're going to treat it this way. You ever have like a new addition to the family? Let's say like a new aunt or a stepmother or something weird that like butts their way into something that they have no scope of what actually is happening because they weren't around long enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Of
right.
course.
Yeah, that never happens to anybody. Right. So that's just kind of what that feels like. And we're all just sitting at the Thanksgiving table like this. And you let them finish talking, and then you just keep going on dying. I don't know. That's what's going on anyway. I don't know. So that's kind of some silly shit right there. I think she's upset because her movie didn't do better.
Well, would she even know how the movie did? It seems like she gets the news late. She doesn't seem to want to be bothered with much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So she went to the UN to have an unrelated conversation with the UN right after the Iran war started for no reason.
Hoo-ah, Navy.
And then her movie comes out the same day as a bunch of the Epstein files.
Word, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then in the middle of the Iran war, she comes out and makes a statement about her and Epstein that nobody asked for.
She's also mad about her office got taken out when they took off that part of that wing of the White House to make it the ballroom. That was where her office was. Did you know that the First Lady had an office? They don't anymore, but they did.
So now they're talking about subpoenaing her.
Do you think she just woke up? Was it Tuesday?
I think the statement was Tuesday.
You think she just woke up Tuesday and was like, I should say something.
Yeah.
The fuck?
But there's examples of words in this that she doesn't know how to pronounce.
I never been friends with Epstein. Donald and I were invited to the same parties.
God, the hair is good, though.
Oh, hold on. Let me put my glasses on. I got to see it.
The hair is beautiful. It's a lovely shot of her. The eyelashes are fake, but they look good.
As Epstein from time to time, since overlapping in social circles is common in New York City and Palm Beach.
And pedophile rings.
To be clear, I never had a relationship with Epstein or his accomplice, Maxwell. My email reply to Maxwell cannot be categorized as anything more than casual correspondence. My polite reply to her email doesn't amount to anything more than a trivial note. I am not Epstein's victim.
Anyway.
Did she say tribal?
I think she meant to say trivial.
That's what I think, right? Yeah, trivial. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
makes
think
more
she meant to
sense.
say trivial, but maybe she's never heard that word spoken out loud in English.
Or it was a note in the font of old tribal tattoos.
We have an uncle that has a tribal armband tattoo.
Which one?
Juan.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
Yeah. I think that if you pray enough, though, those just kind of go away.
If you raise it up to the Lord, I mean, he'll let you take that tattoo off before he lets you in the kingdom.
Sometimes you put enough money in the collection basket, and that tattoo just slides right off into the basket with the money. Yup.
And if you wear long sleeves, he's not showing it off.
No. Why would you?
Merciful Jesus. Did you know Martha Stewart has been struck by lightning 3 times?
That's not a sign.
Not directly, but because the lightning struck nearby. I have a clip.
I'm going to be composted.
Now, what does that mean?
When one of my horses dies, we dig a giant hole, really deep, in one of my fields.
That's called a burial.
We have a pet cemetery.
That's called a burial.
And the horse is wrapped in a clean white linen sheet and very carefully dropped down into this giant, lovely grave. I want to go there.
Are you allowed to do that? Like, is that legal to wrap you in a white sheet and just bury you in your backyard?
It's not going to hurt anybody.
It
It's my
is legal.
property.
I mean, I don't disagree.
But these coffin things and all that stuff, no way.
Have you ever had a near-death experience?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I read that you said you were struck by lightning.
Oh, that wasn't fatal.
Were you really struck by lightning?
Oh, 3 times.
What?
Yes. I saw the lightning. I was just looking out the window, washing dishes, and the lightning came zigzagging down to the well casing. I saw it go down the pipe, and then all of a sudden it came out of the faucet in the water and zapped me right in my stomach and threw me on the floor.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. And then another time I was talking on the phone in my Westport house, and the lightning, I was on the phone, doing something in the kitchen, and I saw lightning come down the skylight right through the phone into my ear. And zap, zap, zap. And another time in the garden. And and I always joke that I'm, attractive to lightning.
Do you want to be buried or cremated?
Pause that.
Oh, I'm going to be composted.
One thing. Can you imagine someone someone we know, like 50 Cent?
Someone we know.
We personally,
Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. Actually, I was just talking to him on the phone on the way over here. But no, imagine 50 Cent was just kind of
He would be terrible on the
I've
phone.
never had a near-death experience, not really. And they're like, but you've been shot. He was like, oh yeah, 9 times.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah,
it's the exact same thing.
9 times. Oh yeah, sure. 9. If you want to count
Mr.
if you want to
Cent.
count that as a dance with death,
Curtis, you've been shot 9 times. He said, I've been shot 9 times. But
did he though?
But you say you've never had a near-death experience. Yeah, I never had a near-death experience.
He's always smiling when he talks.
I never had any death experience.
I think he just has really big, beautiful white
Big, beautiful veneers.
and they really keep him from
Well, that's
not
because
smiling when he's
one
talking.
of the times he got shot, they hit him in his mouth, and so he's got all brand new, big old teeth.
I watched the movie.
You seen it?
Uh-huh.
How was it?
Well, you either get rich or you die trying.
Yeah, that's what I took away from it too.
Here's another thing, real quick, before we move on from Martha. Yeah. She has a pet cemetery.
On her land.
And that's where she wants to be.
She
Now,
buries her
is her
horses.
groundskeeper an old man with a hat that warns you not to go down by that road?
Do you want me to ask her?
No, just have you not seen Pet Cemetery?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be careful down there by that road.
She seems to think she's feeding her animals back to Earth.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't put them in a box...
She described it as composting.
Right, but it's just a burial.
Yeah.
If you don't put someone in a box, which wood rots away eventually anyway, right? Eventually. So everyone kind of becomes compost at some point, unless you're in one of those like fancy, shitty, expensive metal caskets. But I like the idea, and this came out years ago, the idea, and it was a proposed concept, I don't think it ever got brought to fruition, but that you bury someone in like it's almost like a burlap sack where they then have like seeds with them, and then a tree grows where their body was. And it was this idea of like reforestation. It was just like planting more trees because we need them, right? But instead of having graveyards, you would have woods. You would have a lot of haunted forests, maybe. But at least then we would still have a lot more oxygen production.
Yeah, that's the thing I think about is like that's kind of why I try to keep that tree out back alive. It's a really good oxygen producer.
I'm glad that you're trying.
The blue spruce.
Blue spruce. So that's a thing. But yeah, she just has a pet cemetery on her property where she buries all of her horses. How many horses has she lost?
It sounds like a couple. I don't think it's like a dozen. But she says the holes are much, much deeper than a normal grave.
Well,
but
those deep worms
you wrap
need
them
love
in,
too.
You wrap them in like organic linen, and you bury them 20 feet down, and then they're just swallowed by the earth, and they're not going to get dug up by anything.
So that should be the way it is anyway, I think. You know, when they bury someone at sea, they don't put them in a casket.
How do they get them to sink?
You put a bunch of lead in their ass.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And each one has little notes, like, you were my favorite captain. Right up the ass.
Oh, fuck. Mom's going to hate that part.
I know we had a cook, but your lasagna was the best. Right up the keister.
Who's lasagna?
Did you know that when you die and you void your bowels, there's so much room in there for lead keepsakes?
You know, that reminds me of the next story I told.
That's good. That's how we do it. We segue, baby. Segue, baby.
Cornhole champion now facing murder charges for allegedly shooting and killing someone in his vehicle.
Wait, is this the quadriplegic or no? The triple amputee?
Eyewitness News reporter Mark Cotarobles is in studio with the shocking details on this. Mark?
Yeah, Michelle, good evening.
Cornhole killer
alone is not something you hear every day. The man charged in the deadly shooting is a quadruple amputee who was driving a car as the shooting happened. He is 27-year-old Dayton James Weber, seen here in this mugshot. He's been in the spotlight before, but for much different reasons. Weber was featured by ESPN a few years ago, highlighting his success as a
I have seen this.
cornhole
I've seen those
champion.
videos of him performing.
Now, after the incident last night, he is a murder suspect accused of fatally shooting a passenger in his car while driving through a small town in Maryland. Local authorities alerted by two witnesses who were passengers in the back seat, revealing a well-known name locally as the suspect.
Pause it.
There's been many news stories done about him. And
Pause it. First thing, Cornhole Killer is going to be my new Instagram handle.
But there's so many. That's okay.
Wait, is that insensitive if I make my Instagram handle Cornhole Killer?
No, I think that's good.
Great. Hold on. Other thing. How did that man shoot somebody?
While driving.
While driving a car.
Apparently, he's a quadruple amputee.
I just saw him. I just saw all 4 of his
and a world famous
extensions.
cornhole champion, and now he's being accused of fatally shooting the passenger in his own vehicle while he himself was driving.
Well, this is just like that man who was from South Africa that assaulted or tried to kill his wife.
I thought he killed his wife.
I think killed his wife, or did he try to kill her? By the way, the tank, is that what you just said?
That's what Cat Williams called him.
Tank. Either way, no legs, fastest man on earth with no legs. Coined, boom, right there. No, seriously, that people have said that about him because his land speed record was so fast for a man with no legs, but because he had those spring prosthetics. But yeah, it's kind of like that. But this man has no arms and no legs. How is he driving a car and
Why
shooting
is he allowed
somebody?
to drive? I think we need to
Hold
pile
on
on some charges.
Hold on. I say that if that man can drive, good for him. I want him to live as normal
But he
life as
shouldn't
possible.
be driving and shooting.
Who had the gun pointed at them when he flip-flapped over and hit the trigger or something? I don't understand.
I don't understand how it works.
I don't know either. We need more details.
This is why you need to have a dash cam.
We need hot deets. Yeah, you need that one that's inside and outside.
Inside and outside.
The Uber driver dash cam.
Yeah.
You need those.
Yeah, for her.
Every car
for
should
her
have those
pleasure and
standards.
Safety.
I also thought about this a while back, and I never really talk about it. But and it's not offensive or anything. So don't guard up. But if they really wanted to be more aggressive about or adamant about people wearing their seatbelts, and we have the no seatbelt light in the car, why don't they just put a little light on the outside of the car that glows when you're not wearing your seatbelt? Oh, my sack in the seat is heavy on the passenger seat, so
Like when you would pee in the pool and the chemical would turn green around you.
Never did. Been testing that for decades.
Yeah, I don't think that's real. But they said that that's the kind of thing you're talking about. It's like, hey,
it was real, and
this guy doesn't have his fucking seatbelt on in here,
right? Because the light's on, and you can see the light.
Yeah,
it could be totally a thing.
And actually, it would be
listen.
easier.
If Volkswagens can have emblems that glow the color of the headlights and taillights, why can't we have a little light on there, being like, hey, not wearing a seatbelt?
It should beep on the outside.
Is that that would be annoying.
Yeah, it should actually just take over and drive you straight to jail. How about that?
We might get there. We might get there one day. But also, another thing. How did that man shoot somebody? I'm going to get back to that. I'm sorry. I know we already talked about it. How'd that happen?
A lot of people are very familiar with him.
That being said, the prior news stories, all positive.
Yes.
Not only did he allegedly fire the gun, he's also driving the car. What do you know about those circumstances on how he can even accomplish this?
What I would say is that his accomplishments and capabilities have been well documented on the internet. There's a YouTube channel and a lot of stories out there about what he is capable of doing. And we would urge anybody who has questions to just look at his name and look at the videos.
And then we're going to find out in 2 weeks that he escaped from jail like Ted Bundy.
Yeah, he just flew up in the air like Neo at the end of the first one where he could Superman.
Oh, no, because he doesn't have the limbs. He just gets in a pipe. He gets out, he squeezes out real good, and he crawls out through the mud and screams like in Raising Arizona.
Did you play Luigi's Mansion 3?
No, I didn't play 1. I didn't know there were 3.
Yeah, the third one's for the Nintendo Switch. It's really good.
Cool. What's that got to do with what?
He could crawl through a pipe, you're saying. Like in Luigi's Mansion 3.
Good. The only time that's ever happened in history or media was in Luigi's
That's what
Mansion
I thought.
3.
Shawshank Redemption, Raising Arizona, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard. Well, that was Event.
No, it's a good one, though.
It was duct
he'd
work.
have no problem with Event. So he's got arms, kind of.
A pro in the America to cornhole
And he kind of walks like he's got. He kind of.
Well, it's not full up to the hip, so yes, he does have.
But I
nubbins.
don't think he should be driving.
Well, he probably okay.
Look at him doing the worm.
He's doing the worm.
Okay, so the hilarious thing was the lady asked that other lady, how is it possible that this guy shot a guy while driving? And that lady said, just look him up. You'll see he can do amazing things.
That's why I thought about the Ted Bundy thing. I was like, oh, then next thing you know, he's going to escape from jail. And next thing you know, he's going to infiltrate the White House. It's going to be him.
In the vents?
What if he goes from shooting somebody in a car to starting a revolution? Because if one man can throw a bag, one man can change a nation. You can cut that if you want.
It's good. No, that's great. Are you kidding? That's going to be the cold open. You remember Duffy, the singer?
Are you talking about the beer superhero from The Simpsons?
No, her name's Duffy.
Oh, that's Duff Man.
It was 2009. She was like a follow-up to Adele and Amy Winehouse. She was a skinny British girl, I think.
Oh, is that the one I was like, that's the leader of the cult that I'm in. That lady?
Welsh pop singer Amy Ann
Welsh,
Duffy,
I'm sorry.
or Duffy for short, rose to stardom in 2009.
Wales is part of
fell
it.
Out of the mainstream seemingly just as fast, but her popularity didn't just fade, which is known to happen among musicians who sometimes fail to maintain their momentum. After becoming a breakout success, Duffy was still on many people's minds and they wondered what had happened to her. Answers finally came in February of 2020 when the singer revealed in a since deleted Instagram post that she had suffered mental trauma after being abducted and assaulted over a several-week period. The emotional impact of the ordeal caused her to step away from her music career in order to focus on healing. Her recovery took years, and she said she spent the vast majority of her time alone during her decade-long absence from the spotlight. In an essay posted to her website, Duffy explained that she was drugged at a restaurant while celebrating her birthday and then taken to a foreign country where her kidnapper put her in a hotel room and repeatedly assaulted her. They eventually returned to Duffy's home where the perpetrator continued to drug and assault her for 4 more weeks. During that time, Duffy feared for her life, but she was afraid to seek help because she thought the police would track her down as a missing person and land her right back in the path of her captor. She eventually escaped the situation, but was hesitant to go to the police because she feared that even the slightest investigative misstep could cost her her life. Duffy finally went to law enforcement after the perpetrator threatened to out her story, but she has not revealed her abductor's name or how the case was handled legally. After going public about her experience, she retreated back into obscurity for a handful of years.
So I feel terrible because Duffy, when she first came out, I was mad at her because I felt like it was the music industry saying, oh, you like Amy Winehouse, who's brown, or you like Adele, who's fat at the time. How about a blonde, skinny version of that music that we control or whatever?
That can sing with their nose closed? Is that the whole thing?
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing?
She closes that nose right up. And she had a song like, I'm begging you for mercy.
Never heard
Why
of Duffy.
don't you release me?
Never even heard of Duffy.
Got me begging, I'm begging you for mercy.
It's not helping. I have no idea who
I think that was her. Anyway, but apparently shortly after that, she popped off with that, and you accused her privately of being in an industry plant. She was abducted and assaulted repeatedly for a very long time. It's finally coming out in a documentary.
Poor thing.
And I'm praying for her, and I hope she got some money out of the original pop. That
Another
she had
documentary about
enough
something
that she
horrible.
can support herself.
You know how many documentaries have come out in the last 5 years that people tell me I need to watch that I haven't watched, and they're all just sad, miserable, horrible shit.
It's what we call trauma porn.
Yeah. So here's my thing: am I burying my head in the sand because I don't like watching documentaries? I have watched documentaries.
No, you could catch up with it in other ways. You could read.
I watched
stuff.
Blackfish.
There's plenty of horrible things you could read about in books.
That's the whole. I don't really want. I don't want to go on Netflix.
But it's the same fucking thing.
I don't want to go on Netflix and watch another documentary about something horrible.
During COVID, everyone became obsessed with documentary series and podcasts, and those things don't have to still be cool. That was a long time ago.
All of the media that I consume that is 90 minutes to 3 hours long is fiction. It's all stories written by people.
That's
so
interesting.
if something traumatic happens in that, it's not real.
Yeah, I have the opposite experience. I do all true spoken word stuff or music. I don't really.
I listen to podcasts.
You know what? I have been rewatching the last season of The Blacklist, which is my favorite TV show.
Is there some shit in that?
What do you mean?
There's some traumatic shit in that.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. He had to. It's just the other day he shot a Chinese guy in the face. That guy was bad.
But
that was the bad.
Those
guy.
are characters in a story.
That's the thing too. That actor was on Star Trek the next week.
It's like I don't need to watch the 1.5, 2 hour fucking documentary for me to know what happens. You know, However, I can watch dramatizations and appreciate the effort put into the information on that. I watched the
the tone is important.
I watched the Ed Gein.
Is it Gein?
Yeah, I watched the Ed Gein one. That was with the dude from Sons of Anarchy. That was on. I watched that.
Keenan watched that.
It was good. It was gross, but it was good.
Yeah, I was into that.
Well, here's my whole thing: is that it's never going to do true justice to the situation, because there's some things that are left in for dramatization or romanticizing these characters that were actually fucking monsters. But it's way more entertaining than listening to a bunch of bloated, old, sad white people in a room talk about this bad shit that happened. Because that's what a lot of them are. They're bloated. What's that?
I'm snapping. I'm saying go off.
What's this? What's Clock It?
That's
a new one.
That's the same thing. That's like that's like, this is cool. That's like when you snap at a poetry reading at an open mic. It's just like that.
But instead it's Clock It.
But it's what you do when you have long nails.
Do they have to say Clock It?
You don't have to say that. It means that.
Okay.
But you could say that.
Stupid.
You could say that. I mean, it's just new. What did we used to say when things were cool? When we were young people? What do you remember saying? You don't remember anything from
dope.
then.
We said dope a lot. We said that shit's dope.
If I had to ask you,
or that's lit, or that's fire. I said straight up a lot for a while.
Straight up got big for a minute.
Straight up was big from like 15 to like 20.
Straight up.
And I remember someone called me out on. They were like, "You said straight up like 10 times."
You just said straight up like 10 times. Were you fucking gacked out of your brain?
No.
Were you having a little Columbia nose candy?
No, I have ADHD. Sometimes I'm stimulated in a conversation.
One time it was New Year's Eve and I was on Adderall and I was slamming beers and American Spirits and it was freezing cold and I kept making people come outside to listen to me talk while I smoked cigarettes.
It's cold. Stop.
And then they'd watch me light
No, listen. I'm going to smoke this 8-minute cigarette.
Chris was seriously like,
I'm going to smoke this 12.5-minute cigarette.
I'm going to, and then I would light another one right behind it. They'd be like, wait, are you starting another one? It's too cold. And I'm like, just send somebody else out. I did that to two different dudes. They got too cold. They didn't want to watch me smoke yet another cigarette. So they sent somebody else out to keep me company. Those were the days.
Did they give him like cliff notes when they walk in? So listen, he left off talking about this.
We were talking about the Titanic, specifically the half of the Titanic that's on the second VHS tape. If somebody could go get him. I got a podcast coming up where we're going to talk about Blockbuster in the 90s.
Oh, I was just over by, remember the one in De Pere?
Des Perez.
Remember?
Yeah, of course. We went there a lot. What is that now?
It's like a bank now.
That's the bank, right next to the Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Not the Chick-fil-A, the Raising Cane's.
Yeah, that one. No, I got lunch over there the other day because we had a job there. But anyway, so I was just like, I remember when that was a Blockbuster. And I was just like, do you remember?
Keenan hates me because every time we come home up Jameson here and we stop at the light.
The one at Jameson and Watson.
And Chippewa. When we stop, it's called Chippewa there.
Is it the Chippewa there or Watson there? Is Watson end at River de Pere?
I thought so. And then it picks up again after the donut shop.
Right.
But every time we're coming home up Jameson, if we drive by, if we're not talking, it's an urgent care now. But I say every single time I say, oh, that used to be a Blockbuster. Because it's all still blue. Like when it was a Blockbuster, all the awnings are blue still.
The first time I ever had COVID, I got tested at that urgent care because I was like feeling real bad. And the doctor came in with a mask on, but I saw his eyes and he was just kind of like, well, you got COVID. And I was like, oh, that sucks. Did you know this used to be a Blockbuster?
No!
I said that.
No!
I said that to him. He was like, oh, crazy. Oh.
He didn't know that?
I guess not.
If he didn't know that, then I'm not mad at you for saying that.
You know when you look at someone and you're like, you're not from around here. And it's not like an ethnicity thing. It was just like you could tell from their face that they don't know the area. We've met enough St. Louisians, you know. He wasn't from St. Louis. He was a transplant.
Did you hear the story about Beyonce's mom's gumbo booth briefly closed after customer vomited blood?
No, but I bet you'll tell me.
That's really the whole story.
A customer vomited blood
apparently
after eating the gumbo.
Apparently
at Beyonce's mom's booth.
Yeah, her gumbo booth.
I wonder what she put in there.
I don't even know if it's related.
Do you know what is in gumbo?
Shrimp.
There can be shrimp in gumbo.
Sausage.
There can be shrimp. There can be andouille.
You start with a roux.
You roux the fuck out of it.
Broth.
You roux the day. You know what I'm saying? Because roux take a while.
Yeah.
Because roux, because you gotta stir it.
I always feel like the people that make the roux online, I always feel like they go too dark.
Oh,
because I don't mind it dark and obviously toasted looking, but they go dark, and I'm like, how do you? But they say don't burn it, but they go so dark. I don't understand.
The darker the roux, the better for you. That's what
really.
I say. That's what I say.
I think if it gets too dark, you're adding carcinogen.
Jacob, there's carcinogens and everything.
No, I know, but you're amplifying the carcinogenic factors when you overcook something like that.
I bet you think there's no plastic in your balls.
Oh,
I bet you think that.
You think there's plastic in my balls?
You think there's carcinogens in gumbo?
I mean, the sausage is
with a rich, dark
sausage
roux?
Is a low grade carcinogen.
Get the fuck out of here. Get
sausage
out of my face.
is
ham.
Sausage.
Nope.
And bacon.
Nope.
Definitely.
I'm denying it.
Sausage is worse than ham.
I'm denying it
because, especially good ham was a whole part of an animal.
All sausage. Or just,
if it's cured,
or just domestic sausage.
No, if it's cured.
What about kielbasa?
I mean, if it's organic, if it's made by a guy in a village who hung it in a barn, maybe not.
What about you're talking about window dried cured sausage?
I'm saying organic cured sausage, probably not a big deal.
What about Bavarian?
But I'm saying the stuff you get in the store, I mean, it has nitrates and shit.
What about bratwurst?
Oh, no, here's the thing. If like a butcher shop makes you a good bratwurst, it's probably not bad.
So you think like Legrand's probably has
Legrand's homemade bratwurst is probably not like a carcinogen
I don't see
the
them,
same way that like a hot dog would be.
I don't see them cutting a corner because their hot mustard
if they're
is
grinding
$9.
whole cuts of meat in the shop into a thing. Bratwursts aren't cured though.
You know what I like about adding stuff to food?
Did you know that?
People is that Taco Bell. You know you're eating sawdust, but what you're not eating carcinogens. Taco Bell won't lie to you.
Really?
They'll do it right.
They'll do it.
That's why they're the only restaurant that survived in Demolition Man.
Oh yeah,
it's because they kept it real.
They kept it too real.
They're like, listen, this ground beef is 82% beef.
Yeah, in the future we have 4 meals.
Yeah.
Some of the hours on a good Taco Bell are crazy.
Sometimes you got to wipe your ass with some seashells.
The Taco Bell at Sappington in Manchester by like the swim school, is
ew.
Okay, but the hours there.
Oh, that's by your in-laws. I get that. Okay.
7 a.m. to 3 a.m.
One shift.
It's one lady.
It's just one lady.
It's one lady in a Roomba.
She didn't even go home. She just takes a nap in the back.
She can't sleep. They got her on that same meth they were giving the Nazis for the Blitzkrieg.
And she goes back into the cryogenic chamber that is just the walk-in fridge.
They're always nice to me, though.
And you know what's really soft for a good pillow? 82% beef.
Caddyshack. JacobV.com. We love you. We'll see you next week.